Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the greatest recordings ever. And today, oh wow, this is one of the biggies and unusual, a little bit off the beaten path. It's Charles Koechlin, The Jungle Book, featuring David Zinman with the Deutsches Radio Symphony Orchestra Berlin, the Radio Symphony Orchestra, whatever they're calling it this week, the Berlin Radio Symphony Orchestra. Now, this particular reissue of it, or issue of it, this is the Japanese one, but this is what fascinates me about this. There were few works as little known as Koechlin's The Jungle Book. And when this came out, it was in, let me find the date, if I can see it here. Wow. Okay. Hang in there. Let me get the old thingy. Here's the thingy. Okay. There we go. The magnifying glass. Oh, I can look at this. 2010 for that compilation, but the actual recording was much earlier than that. It was in 1993. It was 1993. Wow. And originally, it was on 2 discs that weren't terribly well filled. But meanwhile, a couple of years later, in 1995, James Judd, with the same orchestra, recorded the 7 Stars Symphony, the one about all the movie stars that Koechlin was infatuated with, and also his 4 interludes and a couple other goodies as fillers. And so that was attached to this. Now, I have the original RCA CD issue. And of course, that stuff wasn't on it, but then it was added. So, of course, I got this too. So now I have the whole kit and caboodle. So now, if you get the Jungle Book, you also get that other stuff, which is fantastic. It's a wonderful must-have purchase. And this Japanese thing I got from regular Amazon, and it wasn't expensive either. It's kind of amazing. Here's the thing. The Jungle Book is one of the great 20th century works and one of the great examples of tone poetry. It consists of 4 tone poems plus 3 songs. The first is one of the most gorgeous things you've ever heard in your life, the Berceuse Foque. That's F-O-Q-U-E, P-H-O-Q-U-E, for those of you who are worried about what a phoque is. It's a seal in French, as in the animal. It's the word for seal, thing with the ball in its nose. The Berceuse Foque, the seal lullaby. And then we have, the night song and, oh, good Lord. There we go, because it couldn't be smaller. Night song in the jungle. And finally, the song of Kala Nag. Those three items. Iris Vermillion is fabulous soprano. The tenor is a little bit less. Johann Botha is a little less exciting, and the baritone is Ralph Lucas. But they are amazing songs. The orchestration is exquisite. Koechlin was a magician orchestrator, as the disc on Hensler says, that has his orchestrations of all kinds of strange things. He was a genius in handling instruments, and he wrote tons of music for all of them. So the other 4 tone poems are, I think I can do this without this thing. First, Les Bandarlogues, the Bandarlogue, which is the tribe of monkeys that imitates everything else. And Koechlin has a wonderful time in that tone poem, imitating the back to Bach movement, dodecaphony, impressionism. Everything is grist for the mill. It's a very amusing and brilliant virtuoso work written for a very large orchestra. Then we have The Law of the Jungle, which is incredibly austere. It's almost monody. It's almost a single line of unison melody, mostly for winds and brass. It really it couldn't be more different from the other thing. Then we've got the meditation of, I don't know what his name is, Poor Rotten Nakwak, something like that, or the meditation of Purum Bhagat. There we go, which is another piece that, this combines this sort of austerity but rises to a big climax and then slowly drifts away. Really, wonderfully, Koechlin wrote these dreamy, meditative stasis pieces or episodes of that within larger works, and they're really like nothing else. They're totally haunting and timeless, and that was something he did really well. And finally, the big one, half-hour tone poem, The Spring Running, which is, the arrival of spring, and Mowgli decides to, rejoin humanity. And it's, oh gosh, it's wonderful. They're just amazing pieces. And this is its best recording. Prior to this, there was only one other recording of the 4 orchestral tone poems with Leif Segerstam on Marco Polo, which wasn't bad, with the Staatsphilharmonie Rhineland-Pfalz. Not fabulously well recorded, but it was decent. Then there was one that came out, which I have somewhere in the overflow room, from, where was it? I forget which festival it was. It was very good, actually, of the major tone poems. And now, as part of that Hensler series, Heinz Holliger did a bunch of them. So there are more than there used to be. And Antal Dorati was the first. He did the original recording of Le Bandarlog on Argo. But still, they are rare, and we are so lucky that we have these really terrific performances, and of the 7-star symphonies too, on RCA. And the thing that amazes me the most about this, frankly, is that for all the craziness that's happened in the classical music universe, these things stayed in print forever. Who was buying it? I don't think anybody was buying it. Nobody knew it existed. I tried to promote it. People talk about it. But, for some reason, it's not been difficult to get. And I find that astonishing. I mean, there's something about it, some magical, mystical thing that's kept it available. And God knows how long it's going to last. But there it is. So if you want the Jungle Book, get it while you can. Of course, I said that 20 years ago, and you still can. Isn't that wonderful? I just think it says something. I don't know what, but it says something. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.